kind of like a way of life when you have an addiction.
Some people are addicted to love. Some people are addicted to happiness. Me, I'm addicted to music. Music is my passion, is in my DNA. It's what I do. So that's what I'm addicted to. And there is no cure for that. Not that I'm looking for a cure anyway. Addictions can be positive and negative, just like life. It's what you make of it.
An addiction is something you can't really control. It's something that, you know, you must have an addiction, and you just want more.
Probably something we depend on in a bad way that we perhaps wouldn't need otherwise.
Going into addiction, there's different types of addictions and there are different types of habits. They are very, very thin line, I definitely do agree. It's whether or not you choose to keep it as a habit, but when you have an addiction, it's something you cannot control. If it's a habit, you can easily get out of a habit. Addiction, you can't really get out that easily.
You can like a lot of things and you can do things like repeatedly a lot of the time. An addiction, I suppose, is when you do that with something harmful to yourself, you know, be it, a physical form of something, a physical entity, or like, you know, something like cigarettes or drugs, or if it's, I don't know, if it's loneliness or, you know, dark thoughts or darkness or, I don't know, pain. Those sorts of things can be addictions to some people. Not myself.
I started from a young age. I mean, when I first got them, it was just pretty things, you know, and then I started getting a bit deeper, and it was just like things that I wanted on there, and obviously stuff that I wanted people to see, and like my chest says live, love and learn, and I've got a bird cage, which is freedom, so I just kind of wanted to portray mainly love, instead of, you know, back in the days, you know, when they get sort of negative things and people are now in prison for it and stuff like that, where they show what they've got. I think that's a bit negative. I would. I mean, I started from a young age, that's the thing. So when you start from a young age and you start getting these things, then, you know, I wanted to change the way I look from the outside, and I like getting them. I thought it was exciting, and, you know, changing my body and stuff like that, and getting things that I liked, you know, to kind of have on my body, and I can show off and say, oh, because you can tell a lot by a person who has tattoos. They're like, oh, what's that? And, you know, I love the theatre. I've got Phantom of the Opera pieces. You know, that's kind of like showing things that I like. And I would say yes, I'm addicted because I've got so many things that I like. So I want to put them in my body.
It's hard to say, really, because I mean, I smoke cigarettes, so I guess I'm addicted to them. But I'm only addicted because I want to be, because I allow myself to be. If I really wanted to stop, I probably would, but I don't. So don't know how to look at that really. And addiction. I mean, I like a lot of things. I like a lot of things, and I like do a lot of things, you know, a lot of the time. But I wouldn't necessarily consider myself addicted to anything.
I think I'm pretty settled for addiction because this is my life. So I don't think it really matters.
When you think about it properly, you realise that you don't have to look too far at all. You can probably best friend or your group of friends is everyone's got some sort of addiction in there. I think we're human beings, you know, weak.
I've had have bad experiences or good experiences, and I think that's the way I live my life. So that's why I've got that, and it's on my chest. It's a very sort of open part, so people can see that. You know, I don't want to portray something negative to the world.